Move to the next letter. This is letter sin and sheen and sad and letter. This letter sin and this is sheen and this is sad and this is dot. At the end of the word it have the same shape. This is sin and this is sheen and this is sad and this is dot. So I will ask you, what is this line? These are the connection line. Okay? What about the beginning of the word? We will take the first portion of every letter as we do in letter ba and ta and tha. Okay? So we will take this and this and this. So letter sin will have this shape. Okay? And this is a connection line. Also letter sheen, it will have the same shape, but it have 3 dots at the top. Letter sad also, okay, and letter dot. What about the middle of the word? You have to guess this. It will be the same shape, but we will put a connection line before. So this is letter sin, and this is letter sheen, and this is letter sad, and this is letter dot. Move to the next for letters pa and va and ain and ghain. Pa and va and ain and ghain. Okay? At the end of the word it have the same shape. So this is pa and this is a connection line before letter pa, and this is letter va and this is letter ain. So its shape here having some difference of the original shape. The ellipse of the letter ain here is open, but here it is closed. Okay? Also for letter ghain, it will be like this. Okay? What about at the beginning of the word? We will take the first portion of the every letters here. So this is letter ta, okay, and this is a connection line, and this is letter va, and this is a connection line, and for letter ain we will take the first portion of the letter. So it will be like this. Okay, and this is a connection line. Also for letter ghain it will be like this. Okay, at the middle of the word we will put a connection line before every letter. So this is letter ta and this is letter va. Okay, for letter ain and ghain it will have this shape. Instead of opened ellipse it will be closed. Okay, so this is letter ain and this is letter ghain. Okay, and this is a connection line. Move to the next letters after letter ghain. Fa and qaf and kaf and lam and mim and noon, ha, hamza, waw, ya. Okay, these letters having no similarities as we studied in the previous lesson. Let's start with fa and qaf. This is the last 2 letters that having some similarities, letter fa and qaf. By the end of the word it will have the same shape. This is letter fa and there is a connection line before, and this is letter qaf. At the beginning of the word we took the first portion of every letter, and this is letter fa and this is letter qaf. Okay, at the middle of the word we will put another connection line before, and this is letter fa and this is letter qaf. Okay, move to the rest of the Arabic letters. Kaf, this is kaf, lam. For letter kaf, when it comes at the beginning it will have this shape. Okay, and at the middle we will put a connection line before and after, and by the end of the word it will have the same shape. For letter lam it will be like this. And this is a connection line. And at the middle of the word, it will be like this. Connection line before and connection line after. And here by the end of the word, it have the same shape. Move to the next letter. Mim, Noon, Ha. Mim, Noon, Ha, Wow. Okay. At the end of the word, letter Mim will be like this, and letter Noon will be like this. For letter Ha, it is very important. It will be like this shape. Okay? It is very, very important because in Arabic language, when I say his book, so I will say kitabahu. I will add letter Ha by the end of the Arabic word. Okay? So you will find letter Ha in a lot of words in Quran. You will find it at a lot of words in Quran. So it is very important. This is the shape of letter Ha when it comes by the end of the word. Letter Waw, it will have the same shape like this. Okay? At the beginning of the word, we will take the first portion of letter Mim and it will be like this. Also for letter Noon, it will be like this. And for letter Ha, it will be like this. And all of these three letters, it having connection line after them. But for letter Waw, it is an orphan letter. It is an orphan letter. So we can't connect letter Waw by the letters comes after it. Okay? So it will be written alone. It is like letter Dal and Dhal and Ra and letter Zay. Okay? What about the middle of the word? Letter Mim, there is a connection line here, and this is letter Mim, connection line after. Also for letter Noon, it will be like this, connection line here and connection line here. For letter Ha, no, it will take this shape. And these are a connection line. So focus in letter Ha. At the middle and by the end of the word, its shape will be differs. Okay? So this is belong to letter Noon and this is belong to letter Ha. This is the shape of letter Ha at the middle, and here the shape of letter Ha by the end of the word. For letter Waw, it have the same shape. This is a connection line, then letter Waw. But there is no connection line after letter Waw.